You only have to build it once and you're set. You're set for life. Once you get the bug of entrepreneurship and you actually get into it and you start building something of value, your whole life will change and you'll never look back. Welcome to another episode of Adam's Corner on the Distilled Wisdom podcast. I'm your host, Adam Ferracane. I am a successful business owner with one of the fastest growing companies in America today. I'm so frustrated today with the people that come in and ask me questions about starting a business. They're so scared to leave their job, to leave their salary on a temporary basis, to take those baby steps into business ownership. I mean, I can somewhat understand, right? You worked so hard to get where you are in your career and you've done things that way for such a long time. That part I kind of get. Change is difficult. It's hard for a lot of people. But you only have to do this once. Once you build your first business and it starts generating real money for you, you'll never think about a job again. And, there's mechanisms out there all over. And with technology today, you can start this and have the support resources pretty easily, right? I'm a big proponent of franchising, obviously, because I'm a franchisor. But even if you're not franchising, there's support all over the place. You can join groups. There's coaching classes. There's all sorts of things to help you get going and to get your business off the ground. The people that are scared to leave their career, I can't resonate with it. I struggle with this. What are you so scared of? If you lose your job, what happens? Seriously, what happens if you lose your job? If you leave your job, the business doesn't work out, the worst case scenario is you have to get another job. You're right back where you were. You didn't really lose anything except some time invested, and I'm sure you'll learn a ton along the way, which will make you even more valuable in the job if you ever did go back. So it's not really a risk. I don't understand it. You might be putting money on the table, and yes, there is a potential that you could lose some money. The knowledge you gain throughout the process, though, in my eyes, way more valuable than the money. And again, you build it once. The business is good if you're successful with it and you yield advice and you fully dedicate to the business, it's going to continue to print you money over and over and over again. That is a true retirement. If you have an asset that can spin off money that you don't have to directly work in all the time, and it makes money essentially while you sleep, quote unquote, right? You have freedom. And what's more important in life than freedom? I don't know. Maybe I see things different, but that's more important to me. I can leave right now if I want to, and I can take the next 3 months off. My business will keep going. I might have to check in with it like once or twice a month. But for the most part, my business will keep ticking. It'll keep growing. I'll be able to enjoy whatever I want to enjoy. Now, I'm a little bit different. I have really, really big ambitions, and I want to build the company to, this massive, massive entity. And I understand that's not most people's goal when they go into business. They might think that initially, like, oh, that'll be nice, but most of them aren't really going into business to do that. Most people that I've talked to that want to go into business, what they're really looking for is independence. They're looking for the freedom, to get their time back, to be able to go to the kids' baseball game and to have, freedom and financial independence. To do that, it's not really all that hard to do. I know it looks like it is, and people tend to take entrepreneurs and stick them up on this big pedestal, but it's really not that hard to do. If you want to go that route, I'm a franchisor, so I always push franchising, obviously, especially for somebody that's never been in business. If you really learn how to vet a good franchise opportunity, you dedicate to it, and you give it, 3 to 5 years, you can set that up. I mean, there's franchisees, meaning that they own the franchise, not the whole franchise brand, but they own multiple different franchises. So those multi-unit franchisees out there, There's some of them that make tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars annually for themselves just operating franchises. And again, they're very independent and they didn't have to build the model. There's a misconception that you have to go into business and you have to build everything from scratch. And you have to build absolutely everything. You have to come up with the brand. You have to come up with the idea, how to take orders, You don't necessarily have to do that, though. If you buy a franchise, it comes with all that stuff turnkey. The franchisor teaches you how to open the business. They support you through the opening. They support you ongoing so that you when you hit a roadblock, they can help you get over it. It's like buying yourself an education in business and then getting paid for it along the way. So obviously I push people that haven't had experience in business to go go buy a franchise. Even if you do want to build something big later, buy a franchise and you'll see what a successful business runs like, and you'll learn all the mechanisms that you do have to develop if you go out on your own. I'm a little frustrated because I have the same conversation over and over again with people. Maybe I just see the world differently or something, but I don't know. A few years of sacrifice, build it once, move on with your life, and have something that just pays your bills and, sets you up for retirement, and you can exit from it, right? Yeah, when you're in a job, if you're working for the employer, unless you're high level in the company or you got in really ground level, the odds of you having any kind of equity stake in a company is pretty slim. Even if you get some kind of profit share program, right? You might get a little payout if they exit here or there, but you're talking maybe very, very low six figures. You build a sustainable business, million. You have $1 million retirement fund after a few years, as long as you dedicate to it. I'm not making an earnings claim out there. You have to put it in and you have to build it. That's not guaranteed. I have to be really careful what I say because I'm a franchisor and there's rules about, telling people how much money they can make in them. So I'm not talking about specifically my model. I'm always scared to talk about, how much money you can make because there's rules against it. We're regulated. So anyway, I had to get that off my chest. I haven't made an episode for you guys in a while. I've been completely absorbed with our software suite, building out new tech stacks and all this new training material for the franchisees. So we're really trying to hone that down right now, and it's absorbing a crazy amount of my time. So anyway, this has been Adam's Corner, my chat with you one-on-one.
I'm Refreshman, and I'm here to empower you to take charge of your destiny. Are you tired of working for someone else? Do you dream of making a difference in your community and unleashing your full potential? Then look no further than Refresh Franchising. With us by your side, you can start your own heroic business venture with the unwavering support and cutting-edge resources you need to conquer your goals. Our franchise model is like a super serum that will give you the strength to succeed. Refresh provides extensive training, ongoing mentorship, and an established brand with a loyal customer base. Plus, you'll become part of a heroic league of entrepreneurs who serve as allies on your journey towards greatness. And the best part, you won't have to waste time building your business from scratch like some kind of neophyte. With Refresh Franchising, you'll hit the ground running at lightning speed and unlock the key to heroic financial success. So gather your courage, summon your inner superhero, and visit refreshfranchising.com to launch your heroic franchise journey. Always remember, together, we can achieve greatness.